By day 5, it had already been the longest I'd ever been out in the wilderness. So it like multiplied by a factor of 10 essentially. Just I've done a few backpacking trips, but now we're gonna be out here for like 200 miles.
Yeah.
And there was definitely a lot of like, I don't really know what to expect, how I'm gonna feel, what that's gonna be like. And then on top of all of that, the winter of 2022 and 2023 has been like the highest snow on record. At Mammoth Lakes, California, they said they got 70 feet of snow,
70
which is crazy.
feet.
Everybody was just bailing, like it's gonna be too difficult. The snow's not gonna have melted, the streams will be crazy. Just like the weather's gonna be so atypical that you'd be insane to hike it this year.
Along those lines, what's been the biggest challenge since we started the trail for you?
I guess I thought there would be a lot more like solitude, a lot more time to like think and reflect. Every minute of every day we're either like hiking, we're like recovering, we're making food, we're filtering water, we're trying to get to sleep at a reasonable time, and there's just like it's constantly on the go. Food energy wise, just like up and down, up and down. Like 1 second I'm pumped, I'm hyped, I'm going over a pass, it's insanely beautiful, it's the coolest thing I've ever done, and then next second I am like covered in mosquitoes, want to cry, haven't showered in how many days, still wearing the same shirt, all sweaty, so dusty.
It's an emotional roller coaster with no brakes. What's been the absolute best part?
I think going over our first pass. So the trail goes through over 10 major passes, and the first one that we went over was Donahue Pass on day 5. Going over that pass, like you just really feel like you're in the mountains. Like you've hiked 40 miles to get here. You're at 10,000 feet. Like you saw the mountains so far.
11 actually.
11?
Yeah.
And now you're in it. It's like the approach to the pass. And really, like, you're not exactly sure where you're gonna go over. It's like twisting and turning. We did this like major U-turn on Donahue. And it's with all the snow up there and like the frozen lakes. It has been so stunning.
We're climbing the north face of every pass, of every mountain, and descending the south face. The north face is just naturally gonna be steeper, rockier, harsher climate, and so that approach to the pass is just so incredible. And then once you get over it, it's like you come into this little oasis that's like much mellower. Everything is like green and grassy, and there's like pools of water that people are like swimming in and stuff. And you know, it's really cool. It's like we just tackled this huge thing, and now we're coming back down the backside, and it's like everyone's celebrating. What's kind of the standout things that have happened? I think like day 1, we saw a brown colored black bear in the campground in Yosemite Valley, like at 5:30 in the morning as we were starting our hike. Like before we even got to the trailhead, we were walking out to it and had that bear just like running back and forth in front of us.
On Donahue, we're eating our lunch, having some amazing backcountry couscous and bacon.
Cold soaked. Yeah.
And we just like start to see a couple marmots poking their heads up. One is approaching. He clearly wants the food. He leaves, brings a friend back, reinforcement, you know. And then they leave. We're like fending them off, waving them off. And now suddenly there's like 4 of them like swarming us.
They're coming in around us like a pack of wolves, just like hunting.
Yeah.
Like we're like an injured rabbit, and they're just like closing in on us.
Nope.
Eventually we just like had to pack up and like leave the pass and like start hiking down because the marmots were just gonna eat our food.
We had to hitch a ride back to our the inn we stayed at Mammoth Lakes because the bus just like stops running there.
Like 6 p.m. or something.
Yeah, I think it's like
really
4
early.
p.m.
Yeah.
And so when we tried to get on the bus, they're like, we are not going there. The best thing you can do is hitch a ride. Like, put out your thumb.
We're in our minds, we're like, all right, we're about to walk like 5 miles down a windy mountain road in the pitch black. And we stick our thumbs out like the third car is like, yeah, come on, get in.
Just like big smiles, like please pick me up. Have you had any like major life revelations?
I haven't really had any big revelations.
I don't think I've had any like big life revelations, but it does kind of like reinforce small things that they say, like enjoy the moment, enjoy the present, because that goes back to the fact that at one moment I'm like all happy, all ecstatic, because we are, you know, seeing the most beautiful mountains in the US, and then the next moment I'm just, why are we here? Like, it's not supposed to be all sunshine, all like a walk in the park the whole time. It is about the up and the down and pushing through it. And there was only one moment where I ever thought, do I really want this? Should I just bail? And that was like just sitting in mosquitoes.
Yeah, that was day 2.
That was day 2. But other than that, like, I have never thought this is hard and I don't want to do it anymore. It's like, this is hard, but like we're gonna adjust. We're gonna like get the right gear. We're gonna
get rid of the wrong gear.
Yeah. And we're gonna keep going because it is all part of the like amazing experience.
I'm gonna just adjust that a little bit. We're gonna get rid of all of the extra weight. We're gonna take some ibuprofen and we're gonna keep walking.
They call them hiker chiclets. Just keep popping ibuprofen within reason.